Hello everyone, I'm going to show you how to add your dataset to the Registry of Open Data on AWS. The Registry of Open Data on AWS is just a site listing all of the publicly available datasets on AWS. These tend to be datasets that are available on Amazon S3. So this website is actually backed by a GitHub repository, so you can go over to GitHub and you can just go to AWS labs/open-data-registry and check it out there. So what you'll want to do when you want to submit your new data set is you'll actually want to upload a new YAML file. So to know the contents of the YAML file, you can scroll down into our README. So we have an example blank YAML file here where we show you all of the fields that we are collecting that you should fill out. There's some detailed descriptions on what all these fields mean, and then there's an example of what one of these completed YAML files would look like. So there's quite a bit of information describing the buckets here, as well as any SNS feeds if your bucket is updated, the data in the bucket's updated so that people can subscribe to get automatic updates. Okay, so to go ahead and actually submit a new data set to this, the first thing you'll want to do is make sure that you actually have a GitHub account. So you'll want to sign in or create a GitHub account if you don't have one already. So in this case, I do already have a GitHub account. So I'm just going to go ahead and click fork here. So what fork is going to do is create a new copy of this repository that I can actually edit in my GitHub account. And so you'll see that it's sending me over to ZachDemo now, which is my username /Open Data Registry. So now I have my own copy of the Open Data Registry. And so then what I can do here to upload my YAML file is all of the YAML files for the datasets are actually stored in this datasets folder. So I can just click on that. And you can see here, these are all the YAML files, but I want to add mine. So now I will just go to upload files. So I have a YAML file on my desktop that I have already prepared. And so I'll just show you that briefly in text edit. So you can see I just put in some very basic example information here, just a simple bucket and SNS topic. You should fill out this with more details, obviously, have a more detailed description and things like that. Okay, so now I'll take this this YAML from my desktop and just upload it on GitHub. So you can see that I just dragged it over to where it tells you to here. Then you'll see that there's a little title box here, so you can say what you're doing. So add a new example data set. And so then you can have, a more detailed description here, and then you can just go ahead and click commit changes. So this will commit them to your copy of the Open Data Registry. So it's uploading the file now, modifying that. And so if you go in here into the datasets folder now, you will see that it exists here as new dataset, and so that's what we're looking for. That's not really necessary though. If you go back, what you actually want to look for now is this pull request button. So you'll see it says this branch is one commit ahead of AWS Labs, the master branch, and so you'll just click pull request here. That'll take you over and it'll start creating the pull request for you automatically. So this is just going to tell you that it's merging this in now to the AWS Labs copy from your copy of the Open Data Registry. So if you just click on this create pull request button, you'll then have some more information. So this is an example data set showing how to do pull requests. So you can just go ahead and type in what you're doing here, and then you'll click create pull request. And so then this will initiate the process. And so at this point, it's created the pull request. And so now all you have to do is wait. And so there's a few things to check here. There are some required tests that'll happen with AWS CodeBill and with Travis. So you can monitor the status of those to see if the pull request will have passed or not, which means if you've correctly formatted your YAML file. You also will receive a review from the AWS Open Data team. So we'll come and we'll look at this and we'll see if we think that everything in here has been filled out in a sufficient way and in ways that are clear to other people on what this data set will be. One of the things that may happen is you may get a test failure, or you may get feedback from us that you need to make some changes. So I just want to show you very quickly how to do that as well. And so the thing to note here is that you already opened this pull request now, so you can actually update this pull request and you can update the YAML file as well. So let's say that I actually wanted to add another tag and I wanted to say add a meteorological tag. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that to my example YAML file. And this is the YAML file that still is on my desktop. And now when I want to update this, I'm going to go back and I'm going to go back to my copy of the Open Data registry. And I'm going to go back to the datasets and I'm just going to upload my YAML file again. So I'll do that here. You can then again say added new tag here so that everyone knows what you did. You can go ahead and do that, and so then this will automatically do that. So it automatically uploaded the file now. You can see it's now 2 commits ahead of master. Now you do not need to create a new pull request because your previous pull request has been automatically updated. So now I just went back to the AWS Labs version, and so I'll go in here to the pull requests here, and I'll look at my pull request that I previously created. And you can now see that there are 2 commits here, so you can see where I updated it. And so in this case, you're able to update your pull request and correct any errors without having to create new pull requests. And so you can do this all through the GitHub GUI as well, if that's beneficial for you too. You can also click over here to Files Changed. You can see exactly what you are trying to change. And so you can see what you're adding here as well. So that's all. Thanks.